I'm just cutting this corner here to get in and around this wheel well. I got it right. 9 3/4. 9 3/4. 8 3/4 heavy. Which one's that one? This way. 8 3/4 heavy. That's good. I don't want to screw this up. Might be able to slide you right into place. Put the camera on. Just got to button up a little bit. And what I'm thinking for the outside to secure it, because it's not going underneath that aluminum. Let me just flip you around here. There we go. Because it's not going underneath the aluminum, I was initially thinking about taking a router and routering it down and sliding a little sliver underneath, but it's not worth it. So what I'm going to do is get some aluminum angle, run it the length, screw it into the floor and the side, and that'll secure it nice and tight. Tight and right. Oh shit. Did I fucking put that upside down? I did. Oh my god. It's upside down. Hopefully I could flip it and it matches over there. Fuck me. How do I flip this camera? Nose. I can't believe I did that. Rushing, all excited. All excited. Well, let's see. Fuck me. Hopefully it's exactly the same on the other side. Can't believe I did that. Speed square. I cannot believe I did that. Spent 3 days painting this. Only not what I dropped there. Oh my. Yeah, because I wanted the waterproof side on the bottom. That's the whole point of getting rid of that underbelly. getting close. Oh yeah, baby. I might have to make a little snippet. Let's see. Oh no. Just gotta get it tight there. There's enough to... Oh, I gotta move that. There we go. Now I can push that up and screw into the wood. Perfect. Push it with my butt. There. There we go. One on. A huge gap here. That's alright though. The sandwich plus one down the middle. Should be alright. Shut you off with my nose. So for this one, I just took a piece of wood, which is the outer edge, and just match it up. Make sure I'm right side up this time. Waterproof side down, and then just double check. And 9 3/4. Or wait, what is that here? 9 3/4. There's no knot here. 8 3/4 up. Oops. Did I get this backwards? 8 3/4 this way. Fuck, I did do it like that. 8 3/4 that way. Yeah. 9 3/4 that way. Fuck, I did do it that way. How did I do that backwards? Yeah, 8 3/4 up. 8 3/4. I'll retrace those lines again. I'm glad I double checked that. Let's triple check it. And 9 3/4. 9 3/4. 9 3/4. 8 3/4. 8 3/4. 8 3/4. That is correct. It doesn't have to be perfect, but there's a little lip there for the wheel well. I want to use that to screw into the bottom of it, so it's nice to be accurate. Oh, fuck, I gotta rip it too. That's right. I gotta rip it because it's a full 8 feet wide, 4 and 4, if you went to the underside and outside of this. But because it's not, I gotta take off a little bit, which is, I gotta take off 45 and 3/4. A little bit heavy. 45 and 7/8. So I gotta chalk that and then rip it. Now to be more accurate with the cut, I actually decided to make a jig and run it down. Then I'll have a nice smooth cut. Should match up to the other piece of plywood pretty good. And then I just set my depth. Let's rip. Oh, I got it for a battery. Try it. Pressure treated wood. Shouldn't be breathing in that dust. Try not to breathe in that dust anyway. Come on, motherfucker. Getting tired. Getting tired. Alright, let's see if it fits. Where could you see here? Yeah, there's the wood well. Come on, baby. Seems a little off, but not really. Remember where those, well, it's just because the metal folded up. Pull it back a bit. Oh, there's a staple there. That's how it actually was. Held in place. The staples. that? Flip you around. There we go. I think, can't remember where the cross members are. We'll just walk on the outside under this guy. Whew. There. It's tight. I'll have to clean up some of that old glue so I could get some good bearing there. A little bit of a gap. Not sure why. Maybe I didn't cut it straight. I measured one side a bit long. There's the mark there. Oh, it's all right anyway. It's all right. I will fill that with glue. Well, there we go. Another section done. Now I'm going to go underneath. Just prop those guys up on the outside. I just don't trust it. Well, that's it for the day. I got 2 sheets in. They're just temporary. Back there, sheet's got to go across after I cut it on that cross member. Then I got to figure out a way to attach it to the aluminum frame on both sides. Have an idea, but got to think about it a bit more. Tomorrow I might get this attached and maybe some glue and some foam down. Potentially could happen. Got one side glued down. I'm just gluing down this side. Just put a bead. Might as well. Why not? So, because I'm not removing the bottom, well, you can see it over here because there's a double. I'm not removing the bottom one off of this guy because it's in good shape, and this material in the middle that's been sandwiched since it initially was built is not rotten, so we're keeping it. So what I'm doing is I built little aluminum channels or L brackets. I just drilled a couple holes, put that there, and then I'm actually going to use some of my PL Premium Max. Put it back there, put it on both sides, put it there, actually glue that, screw it in place. And also I'm just going to push this out a little bit. I'm going to get some PL in there, and that's going to hold the wall to there. And then also I'm going to run a 2x2 1.5 by 1.5 inch all the way down, and also glue that to the wall. And then put the top floor on with the insulation below it. And then when the outer wall comes in, I'm actually going to tie into that and secure it there also. So everything will be secured. So that's how I'm doing that. You can just see how I did it over here. Not the cleanest, but it ain't going anywhere once this cures. And here I'm just building my, if you can see, just building my kind of framework on the outside. You got a little bit of 1x1 or 2x2 there. Did it here, then when I did my little L brackets, I just notched it out. I'm using PL Max to make a permanent bond between the aluminum and then the floor and then the L brackets. So that'll be all kind of one unit. Definitely not chimping out on the chinsing out, not chimping. I'm high on glue, on the glue here. I don't want this bond to break just because it's a little bit different than designed. Now, I'll fold that over. Wearing a mask if I sound a bit different. And then just kind of get that in place. And now I'm also going to screw it it down in a few spots. It'll come out the underside. That's all right, because later on I'm going to go underneath, zip them, and then waterproof the hole. Well, the same as what I did for the floor for the back half. Doing it for the front half, I got all my foam cut, and now I'm just going to lift it all up, glue it down, then put glue on the top, and then put this guy down. And I finish pretty much right there, and then I'll leave that back in for the next few days once this glue cures. And to give you an idea, that's 8 feet long, 4 feet wide, and that was 2 tubes of glue. Now to put the foam on. One thing too, where I didn't make my cuts perfect, I'm using some foam in there. Fill those gaps. Why not, eh? Do best job I can, might as well. Oh, I think the phone maybe went sideways. Hopefully that doesn't script the video too much. But yeah. Should help out a little bit. Better than nothing. Now I will cut my plywood and get it on here. Oh, shit. Broke my nozzle. Damn. Well, I got the first one on. Cut that guy out the same as I did the one back there when we did that. Here, I just marked out my little edges. Compensate for there. The other one's marked out. Cut that, glue it, put it in, and put some vertical bracing to push down where the glue is, where I'm not screwing. Give that 24 or 48 hours to cure. There we go, all glued up. I don't know where my little thingamabob is, but I'm gonna put this guy down. I don't think I could record while I do it, so I'll do it right now. Oh, there we go. Got her glued on. Just go put on my glued and screwed. Now I'll go get some bracing. Just tie it into the ceiling. Squish this glue down good and tight so it all cures up. There we go. Everywhere I don't have screws, I put some bracing up to kind of put the pressure, keep it down so it cures. And we'll come back tomorrow or the next day, take it off. That's what it looks like. Took my uprights off. Everything looks good. I want to cut this and paint it for the opening left. So I just took some measurements. The measurements are 42 wide, heavy, 94 light. So that means just leave the line or cut off the line. So I'm going to cut that, put a coat on here, and then tomorrow I'll come back, put a coat on there. And after that, figure out this cross member situation. Because underneath here, it's actually that flooring that was underneath is wet. So that's going to have to come out and put something in there. The side, it came out, the bottom. One in the middle stayed, but over here, it sits underneath that cross member. So I'll have to work on that tomorrow. Figure that out. But tonight, just cutting this hole in the floor, get my first coat on. And just if anybody wanted to know, so there's 94 light. I don't know if you can see. There. It's like an 8th, 16th and 8th light. That's how I do it. So when you put your line, you just line this up on the line, just touching this side. If you want it light, and if you want it heavy, have the line on the other side of that notch. That notch is your blade thickness. It's an 1/8 thick. Well, that's it. Got my first coat on. I believe that's it for the night. So it's time to put the bottom sheet on. What I did though, I had some leftovers cut that have already stained, or not stained, put that Minwax waterproofing urethane. And because there's no back spot for this floor to sit on, right here, no ledge down at the bottom, I'm going to use these things, but you can see they're low. So what I did is I cut some pieces out, and it's exactly a 1/2 inch high. So I'll put those across there on both sides. Then it'll give it a bit more support here, because I want to utilize this floor, because I removed that big chunk that was here before, that storage unit. So that should be all right there. And then plus I'm going to run this across here. And if I notice that is too soft still, I'll go underneath later and I'll utilize this here somehow with here, and I'll build myself I'll put in a piece of wood and get a good proper brace underneath, but I think we'll be all right. Yeah, I don't think I'll videotape all of this. You see me put in lots of the pieces of the floor. I'll show you once I got this bottom one on. So I got this all set up and ready for my floor. So I put my little kind of board on the outside as a nailer and to support it. And then the back here, because I'm a little low, I'm actually going to fur it up. I got 2 pieces of wood here. I'm going to use kind of sandwich like this. So I'll get a piece of the MDF and then this, and the top of that equals 2 inches, so that my floor will slide right over the top. I'll get a bit more real estate. I didn't do it on the back like that because I didn't have a ledge per se. It was just different, but I might do it anyway in the back later. But that's what I'm going to do. And what else? Yeah, put some little, because there was no real ledge, that's what I was talking about, no real ledge for that. It caught a little bit, but not much. Put some aluminum brackets there, just to kind of hold it up, so that aluminum is actually screwed to the wooden header I put in, and then I screwed the aluminum brackets to the aluminum. So that's holding it up nicely, and then I did that also all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and get down my styrofoam, my insulation here. Or actually, no, I'm going to build up the header there first, and then I'll put on my insulation. So I record a little bit of this for you. So yeah, and it's nice to just clean up your corners really well, so this all goes in good. Of course, we're going to glue and screw. Don't have to go super crazy with it. Actually, there's some gaps where I have it. I'll actually fill it up a little bit. This will be perfect. Get an extra couple inches. Every inch counts. So they say. I'll go there. And this one will go here. And actually, I'll put the other one on before I even screw anything. Why not? And I'll just screw it all down to the header. There. Alright. This guy will go here. Where's my other one? And this guy will go here. That'll be perfect. And because I'm going to put a little insulation here, and my 2 inches, then the floor will go right on top. I'm not going to, don't need to watch me screw it. Or do you? Want to see me screw? What's our use? 1.5 inches. I'm going to go with that. Here's my 2 inches. I'm just using 2-inch wood screws. So again, you gotta remember not to go into the aluminum. But I'll just kind of crisscross screws. Hold this down good. Shut you off here. Well, I got it mocked up anyway. Got the insulation cut, wood cut. It's nice to mock it up first because if you don't, you're going to run into issues and then you're just going to be rushing and making mistakes. So mock it up because, you know, you're redoing a camper. This thing isn't perfectly square. You never built it from the beginning. From what I see, the factory has lots of mistakes, so mock it up, save yourself a big headache. So I'm going to take it apart and then glue it all down. And after I tore the mock-up down, I noticed a high spot there. You could see I marked it on the wall, and it just happened to be where that seam was, where the bottom sheeting. So I just took it down with one of those guys. So now when I put it back, I won't have like a little hump there. I'm about to put on the last sheet. You can see where I spray foamed, it's leaking up through the joints. And since I busted all my foam thingy, I will put a little extra. Can't hurt. Why not, eh? I'm sure it'll stick good. Just spot over here. There it is. Oh, and cut out there for a sec. So I might as well, like I said, use it up. Ain't gonna hurt anything. I think that's good enough. Time to put this sheet on and screw it. And I screwed up. I put the wrong sheet on, wrong side earlier. I don't know how I got that mixed up. Because it's not perfectly even Steven. So this one has a little on it. But it is. It's not like it's fast cure. It takes 24 hours to set up in perfect temperatures, so let's see how this works. Hung up on a nail that's in the siding. The sheeting here. There we go. There we go. There. Oh my God, I'm covered in glue. Yeah, little nail, that's an original screw. I mean, that goes through the aluminum and up into the original floor sandwich and then into the next section of aluminum. There, that feels good. Now I'm gonna just go around and screw it like it's nobody's business. I hit the cord and I did. And that's, where's our screws? So those ones I'll go 2 inch. So I got ½ inch, inch and a half. Oh yeah, I got plenty of space. Punching through the bottom. Guys. 2 inch, yeah. Perfect. I'll screw up the middle first. And then I will go around the perimeter. And you can see it getting sucked down on the screw. And then after I'm done screwing this, I will oh, I didn't seem to get that. There we go. Almost looked like I missed the 2x4 right there. There. I think I did miss the 2x4. Yeah. Put that one in there. A little wood glue to fill that hole. There we go. If I got any wood glue left, fine. Hands are so tired. fucking gluing, pulling that trigger. So I got up that side done. I'll go up that side. And then in the back, I use longer screws because I got 1/2 inch of plywood up top. Then I got my 2 sandwich pieces of wood, plywood to get that flush. And then I have my cross member I built out of those 2x6s there. So those are gonna go these 3-inch screws on the back to get through there. But yeah, that's it. Oh, there it is, all shimmed up. Leave that for a good day. We have great temperatures. I got it nice and toasty in here. 15, it'll probably pick up to like 25 or more in here. This little buddy heater going. And outside we're like 9 degrees, so this will be perfect. I don't know what it was. There was a big low spot right in the corner right here. So I just doused it with glue. Once that all cures, I'm gonna have to sand that steam and somehow, you know, level it out a little bit. It's not perfect in here by any means. So yeah, hopefully whatever floor I decide to put on doesn't stick out like a sore thumb, but we'll make it work. That's it. Floor is on. There we go. Took down the bracing. That floor is on. And that's it for installation of the floor. I'll probably do a summary video of everything, what I did, but I mean, that's what it looks like. In that little corner there, I remember that there was some glue on the foam under there, and I picked it off and I divoted the foam. And then when I sunk the nail in, I pulled that corner of plywood down, which is all right. Like there's gonna be some laminate or something on the top of this, as long as I have it leveled before I do that. Yeah, I had this buddy heater in here going all day, and I got myself carbon monoxide tester, and it still shows 0. But I also have these open, so I'm letting out a bit of air. You know, there's 2 of them. Yeah, I was thinking it was gonna go off, but nope. So anyway, that's it for floor install.